Good morning and welcome to the art studio this morning, behind the Gospel Loft. We have again two paintings that I've put onto the wall here, and we would like to just have a little chat about it. Now, this one here I have put also in my book called Humanity Unplugged, and I would like to read the text for it first before we start. And here it says, under the title, The Men on Stilts. These are tall men, the sons of Anak, or simply men on stilts. For they were giants in the earth, little people looking tall. They believed that the best fruit was to be found on top in the tree, and all the little people below just looked on, hoping that some of the fruit would fall to the ground. Yes, here it is. A tall tree, tall people, and they just get to the fruit on top. And down here we have a whole lot of little people, and if they're lucky they will just get one apple, maybe on the lowest branch. And the rest of them, they are just waiting for the fruit to ripen well and fall off the tree, and then they'll pick it up. And it seemed so unfair. And they all wonder, and how can we get to the top of the tree, to that good fruit that is in the higher branches? And then how man is. He is sort of creative in his own way. And what does he do? He makes an invention, and he invites the ladder. Then he puts it against the tree and he climbs up. And then he realizes that only one or two fit on the ladder, and the rest is still far below and waiting for a chance on the ladder, or perhaps an apple that will fall from the tree. But that is just not enough. And I would like to read something from Genesis chapter 2, where God has planted a whole lot of trees. And right in the beginning, and I want to read it from chapter 2 and verse 9. And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That was right in the beginning. God planted pleasant trees for the people to eat from. It wasn't just made for Adam and Eve, it was made for all the people that would come after them as well, generations upon generations. But our lesson is not in creating a ladder to get to the top of the tree. Our lesson is in the other painting, that one over there. We plant trees so that we can have food. Each man his own tree, maybe 2 trees or 3 trees, and fruitful trees. And here it is, maybe a tree of love, and a tree of happiness, a tree of peace, a tree of long-suffering. And about that we read in Galatians chapter 5 and verses 22 and 23. And there it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. And against such there is no law. Yeah, let us plant trees that bear good fruit. Yes, let us plant a tree of love, a tree of peace, a tree of joy and of long-suffering and gentleness. But above all things, let us plant a fig tree, so that we can then sit under it, like this little man, and spend some time with God to pray. Until next time, God bless you all.